Greg, well, Westchester County is facing a $166 million budget deficit with talks of massive layoffs in the next 6 months. Well, there could be calls for lots of belt tightening. And joining me this morning is Westchester County Executive Rob Astorino. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. Well, let's talk a little bit. A lot of counties, a lot of states, the country facing huge deficits. What is it specifically about Westchester County? And I know we're going to talk about affordable housing, but maybe you could set the picture for us here.
Westchester's one of the wealthiest counties in America, and we can't pay our bills. And it's because of basically a golden decade of just say yes. Politicians have spent way too much over their means, and we've got to start talking about kitchen table economics, not political economics. And what has happened
Spending too much on what?
Well, on everything. It was just, you know, anyone came in and asked for something, the answer was yes. Contracts that were far more generous than anyone was ever getting. Benefits and pensions that are out of control. All this accumulates into a huge deficit. We walked in January on a $166 million deficit out of a $1.8 billion budget, which is very, very big. We started cutting back. We've achieved about $34 million in savings already. We anticipate another $40 million or so, but that's going to leave us with a $91 million hole where nowhere else to go except programs or layoffs.
At the same time, now you're dealing with the president coming in, the White House saying, look, we want you to build affordable housing for minorities because why?
This was part of a settlement last year that the previous administration and the Board of Legislators agreed with the federal government. It was a lawsuit brought by a group in New York City that said that there was, the county didn't do what it was supposed to do with regard to building housing, affordable housing in white communities. That was the basis of the agreement.
And this was looking at Westchester County, what, relative to the tri-state area,
relative to just Westchester County, that there was, in their words, exclusionary zoning and problems that right now segregates, in their words again, communities from having minorities live in white communities. So,
do you agree?
No, I don't. To be very honest with you, I don't think so. However, we have a settlement, and we now have to comply. We have to build 750 units of affordable housing in 31 communities in Westchester. And we have to do that in the next 7 years. The cost is going to be astronomical to do. We have set aside $51 million as part of the settlement, but if you do the math, 750 divided by 51 million is $68,000 a unit. I don't know where you're going to get that kind of housing in Westchester. So this is going to be a lot of money. We are working with a federal monitor that the court appointed as part of this settlement. This is, according to the Obama administration, this is the protocol now for the rest of the country, and other counties are going to be held to this standard as well.
What does it mean for people living in Westchester County? They're already paying some of the highest taxes in the country, if not the highest taxes in the country, right?
The highest taxes in the country 2 years in a row. We're looking at everything. We're saying, look, we can't keep doing what we've been doing in the past. We've got to start lowering taxes. We've got to start getting it more affordable for people to live. Seniors all over the place are moving out of Westchester in droves. They cannot afford, and they paid off their houses 10 years ago. So I hear the howls of protest from seniors and everyone else, young couples trying to take root in Westchester County. It's not just Westchester. I mean, this is really across America. We're living beyond our means, and we've got to now figure out how to start living within our means in every form of government, whether it's New York State, New Jersey, which Governor Christie is trying to do, and of course in a county like Westchester.
And what happens now with this affordable housing mandate?
Well, we have benchmarks to meet. By the end of next year, we have to have X amount of houses that will have certificates of occupancy and financing, or we start accumulating fines.
And you're going to have to figure out a way for paying for that. Okay, thank you very much. Westchester County Executive Rob Astorino. We're going to toss now to Shay Ryan. Hey, Shay, and check in on the weather.